Hello my friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to suggest you learning my favorite programming language, Python. This is video number 8 of the Guide to Start Coding series, so check out previous ones to ensure you haven't missed anything. JavaScript and Python have a few similarities. Both are object-oriented, making them ideal for large and complex software development. Additionally, Python and JavaScript are dynamically typed, high-level programming languages, which makes learning them fairly easy. Unlike JavaScript, Python was not built to be run directly inside web browsers. It was created to be a convenient scripting language, a language that can be used to write code for random tasks that usually execute on a user's local computer. Python has many more applications than JavaScript. Games, software programs, mobile development, and data analysis can be done entirely with Python. This makes it a popular choice for developers in many fields. Also, programmers often use JavaScript and Python on opposite ends of web development. JavaScript is primarily a front-end or client-side development language, whereas programmers typically use Python on the back-end or server-side scripting of a website project. People tend to use JavaScript alongside HTML and CSS almost exclusively on the web. Python, on the other hand, is often used alone and it has many applications. In my opinion, Python is one of the best languages for beginners to learn. It's a general-purpose language, the syntax is clean and has similarities with the English language, making it easy for novice programmers to jump into the world of development. It plays an important part in data science, machine learning, and web development. You can even use it to program desktop applications. It's easy to use and the code is executed as soon as it's written. You know what? It's simple but elegant. In video number 2, we talk about compiled languages versus interpreted languages. Python is an interpreted language. Each time we want to run a Python program, the Python interpreter actively processes your code and executes it line by line on your machine. This is different than compiled languages in which we would first use a compiler to process the code into a more executable form and then execute it. Python code can be executed on any computer that has the Python interpreter installed on it. To write any code in Python, we need the Python and interpreter and also an IDE. I mean a code editor. Code editors are environments designed for developers to code and debug programs. There are tons of them you can choose and install according to your end goal. I will also walk you through some of those editors in the next videos like Jupyter Notebook, Atom, PyCharm, Visual Studio Code, and the others. But have you known there is an app in Google Marketplace that can be used to create and edit your Python files online in Google Drive? You can simply install, write, execute Python in your browser, and connect it to Google Cloud and even share your work and collaborate with others. I'm talking about Google Collaboratory. It's truly free to use, also provides free access to computing resources, including CPUs and GPUs, and requires no setup. To get started with Colab, you need to go to drive.google.com, choose an account to sign in, and I would suggest to create a new folder to organize your Colab files. In the left corner, select New, select More, connect more apps, and search for Colab, which is short for Collaboratory. As you can see, it's already installed for me and I have it in my list. After adding and installing this option, you will also see it in your list and we can open up a new Colab file in our browser. There you are! This is Google Colab. The first thing I usually do is rename the file, just double-clicking here. So I call it Colab1. Google Colab combines between code cells and text cells. Text cells are using Markdown language. We normally use text cells to add single-line notes or indicate subsections. They are usually added to make the source code easier to read and don't have any effect on our code. Code cells are exactly where we write and execute Python code. In Python, we use print statement to print something to the screen or other standard output device. Print, round brackets, quotation marks, and inside them, hello world. To run each cell, you can either press Shift-Enter or click the play icon here. Okay, let's write a very basic Python program using print statement and draw a little triangle onto the screen. Any of the Python code that I write in this file is actually going to get executed by Python. Basically, what we are doing when we are programming is we are just giving the computer a set of instructions. It could be either complex or very simple task. Now I want to show you how we consume Python instructions in order to draw a shape onto the screen. So over here you see we can print something out onto the screen using print statement. So I can just type print, and inside the round brackets and quotation marks, we can put whatever we want to print out onto the screen. I'm gonna copy this and make a few of these little print statements to draw a triangle type shape using / space and some vertical bars and underscores. When I click the play icon, I want you to notice what happens down here. Mission accomplished! We print a triangle! Essentially what Python's doing when I click play button is, it's going to this file and it's looking at all of these instructions in order. So the first thing it does is going to this instruction and says, okay, they want me to draw this shape on the screen. Once it does that, it goes down to next line and print this shape, and continues like this. I want you to notice, Python is gonna execute the lines of code that we write in order, and the order we write the instructions matters a lot. Excellent! How's it going so far? I personally reckon this approach would be quite easy to start learning Python. Hope you found this helpful and give it a go. We'll focus on Google Colab more and learn basic Python syntax in future. I want you to install Colab and get ready. If you have any question, please make sure to comment below, and if you have not yet subscribed to the Smartister channel, please hit that subscribe button and share this channel with your community. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.